Hi, I'm Trixie Malicious, and we're at number 11 on the Mondo Movie Countdown. Drum roll, please. Number 11 is Viva Maria, the 1965 film written and directed by Louis Malle. Some spoilers may occur, although I promise, pretty promise, that I'll do my best to avoid that. Thank you for joining me. Viva Maria is, I think, my favorite Brigitte Bardot film. It stars Brigitte Bardot and Jeanne Moreau, and it's a very strange genre. It's like an epic romance adventure, like kind of Western Revolution film, but it's also like full of gags, like a Carry On film, kind of like Carry On Revolution. So it's got quite a strange genre, so that's quite interesting to watch in and of itself. And it's got some really gloriously camp moments. So the plot, it takes place, I think, in South America or Central America. I can't remember where, and I don't know whether it's a made-up place or a real place. But Brigitte Bardot is like a feral girl who's been orphaned after her father died, and I think her father was meant to be an IRA terrorist. And so she runs off, and she comes to a circus, and Jeanne Moreau is like a cabaret singing star in a circus, and they're both named Maria. So they end up meeting and forming a duet, both of the Marias, and like forming an allegiance. And she's Brigitte Bardot's feral and kind of like overtly sexual. Like at one part she goes home with a bunch of men and all this like questionable things, and then Maria 1 trains her to do an act with her as this duet, and they end up inadvertently, by accident, inventing striptease, because this is meant to take place in like the early 1900s or something. So that's quite funny, and the aesthetic is very good. They have it kind of, the setting kind of looks like a western, but the girls have, they have like a sort of sex pot saloon girl can look, and actually the poster is very iconic. The poster has them with like the tousled hair. I've been trying to get Brigitte Bardot's hair all my life, but they have like the tousled sort of manes of hair, and they're wearing the can dresses, and they've got a big machine gun. So probably you've seen that poster. That poster is identifiable if you see it. And then actually, I think that poster, or like that look, and Brigitte Bardot was the basis for the 1990s Claudia Schiffer ads. You know, there's like these ads where she's got the tousled hair, and she's wearing like I think her top of her shirt is like can like. Pretty sure that was like a direct Brigitte Bardot look from this movie. So anyways, because I remember when I was a kid, I liked the Guess Jeans ad, and I had the Claudia Schiffer one on my wall, and then my mom was like, "Oh, she looks like Brigitte Bardot. They've made her look like Brigitte Bardot." And so then I looked into it and became obsessed by Brigitte Bardot. I think I was like a 10 or 11, and I just always, ever since, been trying to have her damn hair. And so anyways, back to Viva Maria. Sorry about the tangent. Sorry about the hair-related tangent. So these girls, they're traveling around doing this cabaret act, and they end up meeting George Hamilton, and oh my god, this is like comedy gold, like pure utter campness. He's like all tanned and, you know, like George Hamilton-y, and he's a Christ-like figure, and he's in a socialist. He's like the head of a socialist revolution, but I think he's even on a cross, and he's this Christ-like figure, but he's playing it. It's like it's done in the most camp way, and he falls in love. Him and Maria 1 fall in love, and then he dies, and they carry on his revolution against El Dictator, and it's just lots of like ridiculous gags. So at this point, it becomes on like a sort of like a slapstick sort of Carry On revolution type film, really heavily at this point. But yeah, it's a very interesting film. It's quite funny. Like, you laugh out loud in a lot of places, and it's super camp and super kitschy, and I'm pretty sure it's my favorite Brigitte Bardot film, contrary to contrary to like the critics liking some of her other pieces better. But anyways, see what you think. If you've liked my film reviews, then please subscribe.